Hello, hi, and welcome to this lightning talk at Agile Experience. My name is Margarida Gonçalves, and I'm here to talk to you about how Agile leaders really excel while working with remote teams. So, I'm Margarida. I am the president of certification of the Portuguese Project Managers Association that is called APOGEP. And we have a very strong partnership with the International Project Managers Association. Together, we have developed a reference guide that is called ICB4, and that it is different from the other project management guides because it is competence based. And it means that we see a person as having to have competencies in order to perform as a project manager on this, or on this case, as an agile leader. So we have developed all a way of being an agile leader on an agile world, because we do have a lot of agile teams, but then we do not have been addressing very well how do we manage those teams, not at micro level, but at the more higher level. So, what we have learned from Professors Takeuchi and Nokada, from Jeff Sutherland, is that when we really want to have a team that is an agile team, first of all, that team is transcendent because they have a higher purpose. They understand why and they motivate themselves to do things. They are autonomous. They don't need someone as an old project manager trying to tell them what to do. And they have within the team all the needed resources to perform well. So they are cross-functional. It's not a team of testers or a team of programmers. It's a team where you have testers, programmers, analysts, and everything that you need to be able to develop value to the customer. And that is for sure critical for all of us. So what I would like to discuss with you is when we are in remote, and we are in 2020, so we all suffered from a pandemic. So most of us are working from home. We cannot do a simple gesture just like this one here. Say, hi, we are all together here. We are all working in remote. Some of the teams were not used to work without being together. So we have an agile team. They were to sit together. They were to have their ceremonies together. They were to see every day to get to the same place of work. People are people of habits. People like to have their physical space. And the moment that we all go home, our physical space starts to be this Zoom videos, WebEx stuff, Microsoft Teams, whatever tool we have, we will be talking to each other through a computer. How do we face this, and how does an agile leader can help us on this? Then an agile leader will help. First of all, agile will help you because agile has ceremonies that are there to keep the pace. We have our morning meetings, we have our retrospectives, we have our groomings, and all that creates a cadence that is really crucial for us to keep up the work. We have to maintain that even if we are in remote, and that will help us at least to see each other for some time. So I do really think that it is really crucial that you work with your camera on. I think it is really crucial that you do the ceremonies just like you did when you were physically on the same place. And we will have for sure issues of cooperation, and we will have issues because we are far away from each other, and it's much easier to go to someone else that is sitting beside you than with someone that is not. If you have an agile leader working with you, the agile leader will try to solve the impediments, will help you and will guide you and will solve your problems even while you are at home. You have your own backlog, after you have prepared the sprint, you have your own tasks, and you are much more independent from the management. Then the management is of you, because managers are used to be there to manage, but you are in remote. So if you are in remote, you as a line manager, or as an old project manager, or even as an agile coach, you will be there as a servant leader. Agile leadership is all about servant leaders. it's all about you facilitating for the teams that already know the tasks that they have to perform, can work without impediments. You need to work with the other agile leaders and mostly with the support functions of the organization to be able to support your team. And that is something that you really, really need to understand on agile leadership. So what we have developed, and we have developed a few things. We have developed a course with Técnico Mais from Instituto Superior Técnico, and we have developed a certification with IPMA. Will help you understand which competence do you have to be a servant leader and an agile leader that really takes the most out of your teams that are at home, that are remote, and really don't want to pick up the phone every 5 minutes because you are calling them. They want to be autonomous, and they want you to solve their impediments so that they can do their job. So my goal here is to motivate you to understand more about servant leaders, understand more about agile leadership, because it is this kind of leadership that will take you there, that will leave you with the room and facilitate everything that needs to be facilitated in these pandemic times. So my experience as a consultant is that all the teams that I've been working with in remote, they are much more autonomous and much more they are working much better while they have an agile leader that is helping them. I hope that I have at least raised some awareness in you of what is the importance of the agile leaders. But please join us, send us questions. We are here to help, unfortunately still remotely, but this is what we do for a living. And we are here to help all the project managers that have really been changing into an agile position during this century, and that we will keep agile positions because the world is changing. The value to the customer needs to be developed, and we are here to help. Bye bye. Thanks a lot.